Hi, scholars. We're going to get ready to do some math, so we're going to share that screen so that way you can see what I'm seeing. Move this to the side, and we are going to go ahead and talk about comparing solid figures. So when we are comparing solid figures, we're going to look at some different characteristics. We're going to see, does it roll? Does it slide, or does it stack? So before we begin, let's go ahead and look at that goal, comparing solid figures. So let's look at those solid figures, and we have our first one, which is a sphere. And so something close that I have that's a sphere is my apple. It's over here, my orange. So I'm gonna pull that out. Okay, that's my close to a sphere. Okay, my cylinder, which is like a can, right? A cone, and I made a cone because my party hat was getting kind of flat. A cube, like the cubes that we roll dice, and a rectangular prism. And I have my box of pasta. So these are some different things. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at some things together. So I'm going to move this to the side, and I want us to look at our sphere. Does a sphere roll? Well, yes, it does roll. Does a sphere slide? Not really. It rolls, right? Can you stack a sphere? Not, let me look and see, not really. It usually falls off. So you can't really stack it. My cuties are probably not the best sphere. All right, let's go ahead and look at our next one, a cylinder. So let's look at a cylinder. So a cylinder, does it roll? Yeah, sure does. Let's look at a cylinder. Does it stack? Yeah, it does stack. Okay, let's look at a cylinder. Does it slide? So I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to slide it. Whoosh. Yep, it does slide. So let's look at our cone. Now our cone, can we stack another cone on top of another cone? No. Can we slide it? Yep, it does push. And let's look and see, does it roll? This one's kind of tricky. Yeah, it does roll. That's kind of surprising, no? Let's look at our next one, my cube. Now for my cube, I only had one of my dice. So I want us to look at my cube, and I want to see, does my cube roll? No, even though we say roll the dice, it doesn't roll. But does it slide? Yep, sure thing, does slide. And does it stack? Let's see if we can stack it. Yep, it does stack. So let's look at our last one, rectangular prism. Does it roll? No, it does not roll. Does it slide? Let's try it. Are you ready? Whoosh, whoosh. Yep, it does slide. And the next thing is, can we stack it? Absolutely, we can stack it. So we're going to go ahead today and we're going to kind of look at our characteristics and we're going to test them out to see. So let's look at the first example. And the first example we have is we have a sphere and we have a square. I want to know, can you roll a sphere? So let's try. Yep, a sphere does roll. So I'm going to circle it. Okay. Does a square roll? No. We might toss it, but it doesn't roll, right? So does a cube, can a cube slide? Yes, a cube can slide. Now remember, we said that spheres don't slide, they roll. So I'm going to cross it out because that is something that slides. So this one is roll and this one is slide. Okay, let's look at our next one. Our next one that we have is we have that rectangular prism. And a rectangular prism, can we roll this? No, we can't roll it. So I'm going to go ahead and cross it out. Okay, can we roll the can? Yes, we can. So that does roll. Now I want us to look and see, can I slide the pasta box? Yeah. Can I slide my can? Yes. So we're going to say roll, can't roll, so we're going to say slide. And this one we're going to say slide. And this one we're going to say stack. Doesn't roll. And this one we're going to say stack, right? And this one we can also roll. All right, let's look and see. I don't think you could see that, so let me push that up. So this can slide and stack, and slide, stack, and roll. So let's look at our cone. Do you remember our cone? When we had our cone, we said that the cone could not stack, but that cone could slide. It can slide back and forth. And when we tip it on the side, it can also roll. So I'm going to circle the one that we can roll, right? All right, let's look at that last one. And that cube, remember we did that cube, we said we cannot roll it, but it can slide. And the last thing that it could do is stack. We could put more on top, right? All right, so this is a little bit of fun. Let's go ahead and look at our paper that we have to do today. So today we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at this paper, and it says comparing solid figures. And the first instruction that it has, it says circle all the solid figures that can roll. So we're going to go through and go on a hunt. We can roll yarn. We can roll a ball. Now wait a second. Do you remember if we can roll that can? Let's test it out. Yep. We can roll a cylinder. We can roll a cylinder. Now wait a second. I can't remember for the cone. Can we roll? Oh, we can. We can roll a cone. We can also roll a horn. The next step says then mark an X on the solid figures that can slide. So do you remember, can a ball slide? No. Can a can slide? Let's test it out. Yes. So we're going to add an X. Can a cone slide? Yes. Okay. And remember, we said that can slide. A sphere can't slide. Okay. Can a gift slide? Yes. A square. Squares can slide. And what about that horn? Yep, it can slide. All right. Some of these have circles and slides because this one can roll. Do you remember that? R-O-L-L, roll. And if it has this one can just slide and just slide. But when we look at the ones that have a circle and an X, they can do both. They can roll and slide. Let's go ahead and look at the back. So our back page looks like this. And it says, now we're going to compare. And it says, let's get out our blue crayon. And for our blue crayon, it says, color the solid figure that can stack. So do you remember, could we stack those cubes? Yep. We're going to go ahead and color that. Okay. Could we stack a cone? No, we can't stack it on top of another one. Can we stack a sphere? No. Can we stack a cylinder? Yes. We can stack a cylinder. Okay. Now we're going to get out R means red. So let's go ahead and look at the red one. And now it wants to know what can roll. Can a sphere roll? Yep, absolutely. Can a can roll? Yep, a cylinder can roll. Can a cube roll? Even that dice are cube. We don't, they don't roll. We toss them, right? There's a difference. Can our cone roll? Yep. Remember, rolls on its side. Now we're going to get out a green crayon for G. And now it says, color the figure that can slide. So do you remember we slid that cone? Remember, a sphere cannot slide. It only rolls. We can slide the cylinder. And we can slide the cube. Now, if you have some of these objects around your house, I want to see you practice rolling, sliding, and stacking. I can't wait to see it.